From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this story from Attorney General Pam Blondi. Attorney General Pam Blondi demanded Minnesota Governor Tim Walz comply with 3 orders to, quote, restore the rule of law, end quote, in a letter sent Saturday after a Minneapolis man was killed by federal agents. Declaring the discord in Minnesota, quote, a national tragedy, end quote, Blondi accused Walz, along with local and state leaders, of failing to support the men and women risking their lives to protect Americans and fomenting unrest in the North Star State. According to Blondi, the widespread protests against immigration operations were not a response to their aggressive deportation tactics, use of force against demonstrators, and the death of 2 civilians at the hands of federal agents, but rather because of the state's policies and its leaders' anti-law enforcement rhetoric. And therefore, it was Walz's responsibility to yield to her demands. You and your office must restore the rule of law, support ICE officers, and bring an end to the chaos in Minnesota, Blondi wrote in her letter, which was published by the New York Times and other outlets. Fortunately, there are common sense solutions to these problems that I hope we can accomplish together. To stop the crisis, Blondi demanded Walz repeal Minnesota's sanctuary policies for migrants and share information on its welfare programs, which have been under scrutiny over alleged fraud in government-supported child care centers and millions of dollars in funds stolen through a food aid program dating back to the pandemic. She also requested access to the state's voter registration records to confirm that Minnesota voter registration practices comply with federal law. I am confident that these simple steps will help bring back law and order to Minnesota and improve the lives of Americans, she added. Bondi's searing letter to Walz was sent the same day 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Preddy was shot and killed by immigration agents. While officials from the White House and Department of Homeland Security claim Preddy had brandished a gun at authorities, multiple video recordings and witness accounts of the incident contradict the government's narrative. Nowhere in her screed does Pam Blondi tell Governor Walz that the federal government is willing to work with law enforcement to arrest Jonathan Ross for the murder of Renee Nicole Good, nor the murder of Alex Preddy in Minneapolis. In both cases, ICE committed murder and will likely get away with it. Deal with it, MAGA. We have to. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, I'm David Moore.